Hi YouTube, this is Unmax6 for another YouTube video. Well, today I was in the process of cleaning my room and I figured out that maybe I should do a video or tour of my geek room basically. So here it is. This is my room at my parents' home because I still live there. For the moment, because I just got I just finished university last June. I got my diploma this month, so now I'm looking for a job as an network or system administrator. So, well, let's start here. Here is my daily use machine. It's an old Core 2 quad with an 8800 GT, 4 gigs RAM, and an 80 gigs X25M post-vil SSD drive in it. All the storage is on the network at a storage right here. It's an really old HP Media Vault. And here is in my uninterruptible power supply. I got it for free because the battery was shot and the faceplate was broken, so I did a new faceplate for it. Using old plexiglass stuff, but it works. It looks good also. It's not too bad and it works nicely. So here is my my rigs. I've cut the metal here and I put a plexiglass in. Also I put a cold cathode light so it looks cool. Yeah, well, I know taste, color and everything, but to me it looks cool, so the only thing that counts here. Here is my trusty old T220 Samsung monitors, 22-inch. I've just replaced the capacitor because the old Capcom craps capacitor had bulged and they were dead, so I replaced them and now the screens works like new. And I even noticed that the backlight was a little bit brighter than it was before, so definitively worth replacing the caps. It sits on an old Xbox 360 which died of the red ring of death, like a million of those back in the day. Now the 360 dead here. So it's my second machine. I use a shuttle here, an old Pentium 4 shuttle as my video capture PC because I can capture video tape from VCR and convert them into DVD. I have a Radeon all-in wonder Radeon 7500 in the machine here. And also I use as a backup computer my PowerMac G4 MDD. It's a dual 1.25 overclocked to dual 1.5 with 2 gigs RAM. Well, basically it works for everyday use, but it's a little slow, especially with flash content on the web. But well, it's getting old, you know. It's from 2002, I think, so it's a really old machine by nowadays standards. Here is my D-Link wireless routers. It's a 4-switch. It's a switch with 4 ports, and it uses a router from a 1 port. But well, the routing function are really basic on it, and it here is for this side. You can see the room is really small, but you know, you do with what you have, and that's what I do. Basically, well, my father make all the furniture in the room, all the shelf. He make everything for me. So it even have make my bed. So yeah, that's nice. Well, my father is very keen and everything. So yeah. Basically, he know how to work with wood, and I know how to work with computers. We can put it this way. Here is all my computer software. Well, software and old floppy drive, 8mm tape, and everything basically, all my vintage stuff. There is an Apple II in a box, monitors, an old compact Pentium machine. The first computer we got at home, 2001, that was this Continental Edition AMD Athlon machine. My second computer I got in 2003. It wasn't this case, I had a real ATX case at the time, but it is an Athlon XP 2400 Plus with 512 MB of DDR RAM. And had an FX 5200 video card, and back in 2003, well, the video card, I got it with a GeForce 256 at the time, but back in 2003 this wasn't a bad machine at all, especially when you are 10 years old, so got this as a Christmas present from my uncle, and I'm still to this day really thankful for him, because otherwise my life might have not be the same. I don't know if I would have ended up in computer stuff, but I don't know, you never know. There is an old Pentium 3 machine, there is a video projector in the bag right there, iBook G4, well, there is my vintage video game console as well as my VCRs. I don't trust it really, but because it's from 92, so don't trust a VCR newer than 1990. But this one is okay, you know. It's a 4L VCR. It has a jog wheel, so it's nice for the. Well, it's nice. It's a nice features. It's not that bad. The quality isn't that bad also, so it's nice. And it has a fast rewind function, and believe me, this thing is fast. But it's not a full stop or anything, so I don't like keeping around the tape or the drum, especially with fast rewinds. That could be, well, that could wear on the head as well as the tape itself. So, well, it's not really good. There is two PlayStation 1, two PlayStation, the original PlayStation, one the launch model. There is a PS1. PS2, an Xbox, original Xbox, NES, Master System 2, Mega Drive, and controller in the Xbox. So yeah, there's my little 15-inch TVs, and I also use it as my testing bench for computers cable down there. An old Enview DLP projector, one of the first DLP projector made by Enview, like I said, you know. All computer stuff, my daily use laptop, Dell Inspiron 5010. On this side you have an old 10mm switch, it's from Nortel Network. I got this but my university was throwing them away. And this I got for free on a garage sale. I bought a Mac Mini for 15 euros and I got a Cisco router with it. It's a real old one, it's a 2501, so it's really old. It only has one network card in it, so it make it pointless unless I find another one of those, but it works, I know it works. I don't know for the iOS version on it, but it must be really old. This one was manufactured in 99. I think the memory has been expanded because I've opened it up, but, well. So there is a 386 laptops, 486 machine, you know, full of computer spot in here. There is my ham radio with my call sign. So this is the ham radio, I call it my shake, but well, you know, it's not really a shake, you know. But yeah, this is my ham radio stuff, a TS140 transceiver, a TM241E VHF transceivers, and a 30 amps power supply. It's a 12 volt labs power supply, but it works well. I've also have a 7 amps battery in case I've just used the TX outdoors. So there is my electronic stuff. Basically all my electronic components are in here. There is my TDS 520 digital oscilloscopes, my frequency meters, I think it's going up to 30 MHz. Function generators, 12, my 1 amps, yeah, it's 1 amps, 1 to 24 volts power supply, and an old Nixie tube multimeters. So, but it works well. I don't think it's, yeah, no, this one is just a voltmeters. Yeah, this is just a volt. Yeah, I call it multimeters, but it doesn't do anything except from volts, and yeah, it do resistor also, but it doesn't do amps and everything. So yeah, as my Veller soldering iron, which works well, believe it or not. I paid 15 euro for it on a garage sale. Sometimes people don't really know what they are selling, so. So basically here are old laptops, PowerBox laptop, a G4 titanium in here, and my drive and everything. So there is I think here is the DVD-ROM drive. Behind there is the CD-RW drive, and behind there is the old CD-ROM drive. I know I have too much CD-ROM drive, but you never know why they might come in handy. And since I did a lot of computer builds, they are sometimes handy. Hard drive in there with memories, basically CPUs and well, CPU cooler as well, and cables. Well, essentially it's ID and SATA cable in there. So here is my bed. Another shuttle machine, a Blue Storm power supply. I bought it for $5 in a garage sale, so it was a steal, you know. Just recently there was a garage sale and I bought a lot of stuff. The soldering iron I got 4 years ago, but I got this year. Well, for $5, you know, a 400 watts Fortune power supply, which is a good one. There are 2 Game Gear on top, and on top there is the power supply box of the power supply I have in my main machine. Basically, here is my Toughbox CF19. There's a Mac Mini G4 also, and iPhone and everything. Yeah, so here is my video game collection right there. So PS2 games, original Xbox, Nintendo Wii, Xbox 360, PS3, PlayStation, Super NES games in box, Super NES games without box, Game Boy Player, NES games, and on top of it there is Master System and Mega Drive games without box, and boxed Mega Drive games right there. So basically, yeah, don't forget the American flag, because my dream is to live in America, as you may know or not know. So, well, basically, this was just a little quick tour of my geek room, you know. Nothing fancy. I have a lot of difficulty to fit all the computer I have in here. Believe it or not, I have 68 vintage machines, including Mac and PC. There is a French Minitor. Yeah, back when we were making good stuff in France, you know. We had a really good network, and this the network which was called Transpac Network, that shut it down just last year. So this thing lived for almost 30 years, maybe a little bit more. There is some old vintage Macintosh, realistic receivers, some cable and some keyboard and stuff. Basically, behind this I have a lot of vintage computer, classic Macs and everything, but I won't show you because they are out of reach, you know. Like I said, in this room I think I have 50 computers, and in my home I have 68, maybe 69 now with the Mini G4 vintage machine. So, well, I know it's getting, you know, it's getting maybe dangerous to collect that much stuff, but I love collecting old computer stuff, and well, if I love and doing this, well, that's nice. And well, I think nobody cares, but some people like football, and I just hate football, so you know, do whatever you want as long as it's not illegal and it doesn't bother anyone. So yeah, basically that's it, YouTube, for this video. If you want to see any of my machine, a review of a particular machine, you just leave me a comment on this video and I will reply soon. So thank you for watching, and feel free to leave a comment if you have one.